This episode is brought to you by Jane. So Jane is a practice management software and EHR that is built for the real stuff, right? The real things of running a health and wellness practice. And I have a legit question for you guys. Does your day actually end when the last patient leaves? Because if you don't have systems, if you don't have the proper things in place, the answer for most of you listening is probably not. And that's actually something that Jane software can help you guys with. What Jane does is you set a schedule that actually works for you. You can customize and change your different treatment types and your times. And my favorite thing is that you can actually automate the things that are slowing you down, like sending these reminders, gathering intake forms. Jane takes care of all of that before your appointments so that you're not stuck at your office until 9 p.m. trying to get caught up. Did you know it also has an AI scribe for supporting your documentation? So your notes can actually get done real time, because we know that you guys love to do that at the end of a shift, and heck, probably even on Saturday. So if you guys want to see how Jane can support the business side of your practice with these automations and systems built right in, go to jane.app. And if you guys are ready to start working with Jane, don't forget to use our code. That is TWP1MO to get a 1-month grace period on your new account. Welcome to the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. I'm Dr. Nikki Cottis.
I'm Dr. Alejandro Elias.
And I'm Dr. Gabrielle Manto. Together, we help wellness practitioners build profitable, scalable businesses without sacrificing their health, their families, or their freedom.
On this podcast, we'll talk profit, leadership, and ownership, so your business works for you, not the other way around.
This is the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. What is going on, guys? It's Alejandro here one more time with you guys, and I'm so excited to be one more week with you. And I want to start with a story. So all of you guys, most of you guys are practitioners, and you guys are so smart. So I want to start with something that we probably learned, in high school, not even in college, not even in, in chiropractic school or, the school that you went to. This is high school material. So I'm going to talk about molecules. It's super boring, but scientists will tell you that before a chemical reaction happens, a molecule have to collide. We all know that, right? They can have all the potential in the world, but if they never come into contact, nothing is going to change. People are the same way, if you think about it. Every room you walk into is increasing the chances of colliding with someone who changes your thinking, your business, or even your life. Just think about that. You cannot predict which collision will matter. You just know that if you stay home, your odds become negative, basically zero. Okay? Why am I talking about that? Great question. So yesterday was the birthday of a good friend. We're in Abilene, Texas. It's a good friend's birthday, and he, it was a surprise birthday. The wife invited us. It was in a restaurant. There were about 20 people. So we get there first. First off, I didn't want to go. I've been traveling all week. I get home. I'm exhausted. I want to spend time with the kids. And Emily said, I think we should go. I'm like, okay, yeah. He's a great friend of mine. Let's go. And Emily said, let's go for an hour, because that way we can get back to the kids, get them to bed. Awesome. We're going to be only there an hour. We get there at 6:30. The birthday, he was getting there at 6:45. It was a surprise. So we get there at 6:30. We met with some of the people, like his son. We're interacting. And all of a sudden, this crowd of people got all together. They came in at the same time. It was overall around 15 people, because total of us was 20 people on a big table. And I didn't know anyone. And we were like, it's great meeting you. I'm Alejandro. This is my wife, Emily. And we were just, surface conversation. And there was this guy that I think I've seen before. And he came to me, hey, what's your name? Hey, I'm Alejandro. What about you? And he told me his name. I'm like, you look pretty familiar. I've seen you before. And he was playing it cool, like, no, 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 no. Like, no, I don't know, small town. And his wife was laughing. And I'm like, I think I've seen you before, but it's totally fine. And his wife elbowed him. And he opened his eyes big. And she said, if you don't say who you are, I'm going to say it. He's like, no, no, no. And then she says, well, he's the CEO of this bank. And they told me the bank. Everyone in the state of Texas knows about this bank. So I was around the CEO of a big bank. I had two options. Just say hi, surface conversations, or just go deep and see, how can I know this guy and how can this guy remember me? And what value can I bring to him? On my mind, I was like, there's no value I can bring to him. But I had a lot of value to bring to him after all. So, the birthday guy got there. So we sat down, hey, surprise, whatever. We're having great conversations on the table. And then I started talking with each person. And there was a lot of people from the same bank. And there was a couple people from the board of the bank. So there was the CEO and there was the board of the bank. So I was talking with the kids of my friend. And they were like, I wonder how much is the net worth of this table right now? Well, it was a lot. It was probably 10 digits around there. Okay. So the CEO, he approaches me. And then the birthday guy came to me and said, hey, have you met this guy? This is the guy I want you to meet. He told the CEO. And I'm like, we started having conversations. And one of the questions I asked him was, what got you to be the CEO of this bank? Because he's pretty young. He's younger, he's around 40, 42. What got you to that? And he's like, well, the bank has only had 3 CEOs. I'm the 4th one. And I started as a teller on the bank when I was 17 years old, when I was in college. I applied 9 times from April to August because I knew that was the bank I wanted to work for. Never expected to be the CEO, but I knew that was the bank I wanted to work for. Those words were pretty powerful for me. He applied 9 times and I was like, why did you apply 9 times? And he re-aided as well. Like he mentioned it one more time because I knew that was the bank that I wanted to work for. And I was like, so what got you to be the CEO? And he told me, well, 5 years ago, I was a little frustrated, doing the same thing over and over. And the CEO in that time got me to a room and he told me, hey, I have big plans for you. I know you're frustrated right now. It's the same thing over and over, but I have big plans for you. And he's like thinking, you're just selling me dreams. He told that. And the CEO in that time told him, no, I want you to take over my position. Because I'm getting older. I'm 72 or 73. He said, I want you to take over the position because I see something in you. And you being in every position in this bank, I want you to be the CEO. For me, that was pretty powerful. How can we relate that in our clinic? How can we talk like that to if we have associates, if we work with other doctors, if we work with other practitioners inside our clinic? How can we get them committed and bring them more opportunities? For me, I always want the people in my circle, inside my community, to have a partnership wherever we are. Because if we all win, we're all happier. And I want everyone around me to be winning. So that's number 1. Then I asked him, what makes you guys unique? Because he kept mentioning the word unique. And I was, what makes you guys unique? And he's like, you know what? Everyone has to make money. We understand this. It's a business. But we focus a lot on relationships. And that's what I recommend you as well. You own your business. You have to charge high ticket when people come to your business. But something that will make you unique is building relationships. And I'm like, interesting. Are you talking about building relationships with clients or with employees? And he's with both. But I'm going to focus right now on clients. And tell me more. And he told me something unique that he told me. It's like, we focus on relationships and we're pretty personal. So we have a dress code all around. in every town, we have a dress code, and it's not the same dress code for everyone. In Abilene, you see people in summer with dress pants and polos because that's how people dress here. So we want to feel like we're one more of them, like we're related to them. So that's how people dress on the banks here in town. We dress pants and polos. Now, if you go to a little town, he mentioned the town, I don't remember it, but it was 3,000 people full of cowboys. He said people there are in jeans, cowboy boots, and a button down. And some of them wear a cowboy hat because that way they can relate to the customer that comes. Now, if you go to South Lake, if you've never been to South Lake in Texas, it's a bougie part of Texas. In South Lake, people are wearing suits, not any type of suits. It's a three-piece. So people are looking sharp there because that's the type of customer that comes here. So they dress accordingly to the customer that comes. That way they can relate to it. And he told me you could do the same in practice. And this goes for everyone listening, is who is your ideal client? And how can you relate to your ideal client? You know, if you want to see people that are fit, that go to the gym, how are you taking care of your body? You know, where do you work out? How are you dressing? You could do it exactly how your ideal client is, and they're going to feel more comfortable seeing you. And I was like, tell me more. And he told me, well, that's what I told you already about clients. I want to talk now about employees. So employees, when they come, I get them into the vision and the mission. And I meet with every single employee that is hired. And I told them that was me. And he literally says the year that he was there. That was me, whatever years ago. I started like you as a tailor. The reason I'm telling you guys this is because he also told them, in a couple of years, you could be sitting where I am. If you don't want this position, you could be sitting on the board. But I just want to let you guys know that if you do your work, we're going to keep going up and up and up the ladder inside the bank because I want you all to win. And for me, that was like, wow, eye-opening. And then we started having great conversations. He was asking me a couple of stuff and I was talking with him. So he got a lot out of it as well. So it was a great conversation and thinking now, I didn't want to go. And I was literally talking with the CEO of a bank. And after this, I started looking into the mission of their bank. And I'm reading it here. And it says, we build loyal, lifelong relationships that he talked about, by providing first-class service with personal attention, generating growth for the company while creating exceptional value for our shareholders in an environment of opportunity for dedicated and professional bankers. So he literally went over every single piece without telling me the mission. He went over every single piece. Relationship, okay? First-class service, creating exceptional value for our shareholders, generating growth for the company. So he said it. It's a business. We need to make money as well. They're not scared about putting that on their mission. A lot of us are scared of putting that we want to make more in our mission. We're just scared of it. And an environment of opportunity for our dedicated and professional bankers. So more opportunities for all the bankers inside. And look at the vision. We are the undisputed leader in the financial industry. Basically, what this means is they aim to be known for personalized service, value to shareholders, enriching employees' lives, and making a positive impact in the communities they serve. This is huge. And I was like, tell me more. I was like Googling this. I'm like, tell me more, Google. And their core values is putting customer first. That's their first promise. Building lifelong relationships, personal attention and first-class service, professionalism, teamwork, ownership and accountability, respect, community involvement, excellence in every interaction. And when I look at these core values, I bank with them, and it's literally every single employee has this. And I'm not even there every single day, but when I go, let's suppose once a month or every other month, I literally see the core values of this bank. They are always with respect, teamwork, they're professional. It's insane how they do that. And now is how can we do that in our clinics, in our practices? Because we say we have great core values and we fire based on our core values, but we don't, guys. We don't. We're scared about this. And every decision the bank makes is based on their core values, vision, and mission. Something interesting as well is that they have 21 non-negotiables. One of their employees gave me a handbook, actually, of this 21 non-negotiables. They have it as on a handbook, the mission, the vision, the core values, and the 21 non-negotiables. I'm just going to mention the one that caught my attention because these are the behavior standards that every employee is expected to follow. Is be professional at all times. Keep facilities immaculate. So they're not waiting for the team, for the cleaning crew to come and clean everything. They are keeping it immaculate. They help each other. Take ownership of every problem until it's resolved. They don't come to the practitioner, they don't come to the CEO, they don't come to whoever, to the board. They literally take ownership of every problem until it's resolved. That's how we need to train our staff. We need to let them know you need to take ownership. For every problem that you have, bring 3 solutions and then bring me one that you would take. Act as one team. We, not they. We're all one. Give customers your full attention and create a welcoming experience for everyone, a high-class experience. This is insane. I learned so much from this. So we didn't stay for an hour. We actually stayed for 4 hours. We left the restaurant at 11 p.m. to pick the kids to then go home. But it was worth it. So you never know who's in your table. You never know who you're going to encounter. And this includes on the airport. If you're flying first class, make conversation with the people around you. I try to always do that when I'm first class. I want to talk with the people around me because everyone is working. Everyone has their laptop. Everyone is doing something that is going to move the needle forward. So I'm always like, what do you do for a living? Tell me more. Tell me more. Like, be interested in the people. Don't try to talk about yourself, but you never know who's around you. Get information. Like, who are you? Tell me more. Be interested in them, because a lot of these people never talk about themselves. So you have that unique opportunity to tell me more. Let me get to know you more. So this is crazy that I was able to be with the CEO. For me, that was a unique experience. And again, reminder, you never know who's in your table. Remember, mission, core values, hire and fire and promote based on those core values. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to have money in your mission if that's something that you want to grow. Because in order to help more people, you need to grow. And this is the power of being in proximity. When we are in one single room, all together, there's so much power there. There's so much value. But we always want to be around the people that we actually know and the people that make us feel comfortable. Do you think I was comfortable yesterday? Hell no, I was not comfortable. It was super uncomfortable for me to talk with that person. But you need to get uncomfortable in order to get comfortable. Okay, so go out there, meet the people, and we're all together as a community, interact with each other, get to know each other, because you never know who's going to be your quantum friendship. I can't wait to see you guys next week.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. If you want to connect with other practitioners just like you, be sure to join our Facebook group at The Wealthy Practitioner, and be sure to follow us on Instagram. See you next week.